everybody, JR. Hey guys, I tell you. But here's what. But here, everybody here. So I just want to share this with this. Get the reason.
Hello, everybody. J.R. Fisher here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're at. I know you're from all around the world. Just want to say hello to you. I am joined by the beautiful and talented Jessica. What do you got to say today, Jessica?
Hey guys, glad y'all are here. Sorry you're looking at a black screen. JR will start.
Oh my gosh, how about that? You got a white screen now. Is a white screen good?
Well,
all right, let's amp it up, okay? How about that? Hey, is that incredible what I put on the screen? Who would have thunk it that I could do something that amazing? Hey, guys, let me know that you can hear me. Type if you don't mind there in that little chat box. Let me get to it. It's gonna squeeze down my screen for a second, but I want to hear what you guys got to say. So, who we got? We got Ron. There he is. We got Linda in Sarasota. Lisa, the screen was black, but it's cool now, isn't it? Got Neelan. Neelan, where are you from? Tell me where you're from, man. All right. Got somebody from Spain. Got somebody from New Zealand. Oh, that's very cool. Got somebody from Dubai. Got somebody from Canada. Got somebody from Kansas. Talking from Texas. We got Francisca from Seattle. I assume that's Washington. Look, Judith there. We got Kevin from Los Angeles. Oh my gosh. Where's everybody from San Diego? I don't see anybody from San Diego. Look how picky I am. Got somebody from Bangkok. All right. Got somebody from Germany. All right. Yes, Eric, I see you. You are in France. Very cool. That always just sounds cool. Guys, no matter what you say, sounds cool. Amazing. We got people from everywhere. Let me get back to my screen here now. And let's get going. Hey, guys, products are the most important thing that you can look at. Your product is your research. Today, I'm going to give you products that you should pick. And more importantly, I'm going to show you products that you should not pick. They will kill you. We don't want that to happen, do we, Jessica?
Of course not.
No. And Jessica is also going to be answering any questions you have off to the side, so feel free to put them in, and she will answer them. So let's look at a couple things first off, okay? Let's look at these two sellers. Anybody ever heard of Walmart or Costco? I bet you have, and I know, if you're in the U.S., you have. Hey, Ferris, I see him saying hello there. And if you're in the U.S., you're thinking, hey, these are great companies. You know, they sell stuff. And look how basic their logo is. This is a lesson for you guys who are spending weeks or months on a fancy logo that nobody can even read, right? You don't have to pay somebody a lot of money. Heck, you could do a logo like this yourself, couldn't you? I mean, pretty simple. It probably just, I mean, Costco wholesale kind of says what they do. But let's look at the companies a little bit more deep. All right, first off, let's look at the value. So Walmart's got a value of $218.18 billion, okay? And Costco has a value of $73.8 billion, give or take a buck or two. So which one's more valuable? Well, you're going to say Walmart is, right? I mean, Walmart's worth 218 billion, whereas Costco's only worth 73 billion. Well, let's look a little bit further, just kind of dig deeper. And let's look at the number of items that each has in their store. Now, Walmart has 150,000 items in their store. You say, well, there's more proof. They got more stuff. They got more stuff. They got to be better, right? Costco's only got 4,000 items. That's kind of hard to believe, right? If you've ever been into a Costco, you look around, you go, oh my gosh, look at all that stuff. They got just so many things, but they really don't. I mean, proportionately speaking. And let's dig a little bit deeper. Now, check this out. Walmart's got 6,363 locations. Wow. Costco's only got 741. But if you kind of divide that out, now look at what they're worth, look at the number of locations, and check this out. Per store, Walmart's worth 342 million. But check this stuff out. Costco is worth 995 million per store a year. That's crazy. Why is that so crazy? Well, because they only got 4,000 items. The other place got 150,000. So today, what we're going to look at is your store and what items you should have there and how you're going to pick these items. But more importantly, I want you to pick this up. It's not the number of items that you have in your store. That is not the case. It is the quality of the items that you have in your store. Now, if you go to Walmart, you're going to see maybe some in displays and stuff stacked up and all that. But if you go to Costco, you're going to see in displays with people actually, showing you how that works, showing you how that blender works, or handing you a little paper cup of water from, Sparklets or whatever. There's people actually marketing those products. They're giving out samples all up and down the aisles. They're saying, hey, try this, mix these two things together, and look what you get here. Look at what they do with the few items they have. They're incredibly profitable. So
and they make sure that the item is the best one of its kind.
That's true.
Olive oil. Tell them about that.
Oh my God, the olive oil. Yeah, we just hit on this as a matter of fact. We were buying olive oil from Amazon, and it was a Greek olive oil, and it was really good. It was called a leaky olive oil. But I was spending like $45 for this oil. I mean, it was insane. And then we had shipping and all crazy amount. And we read this
because we love olive oil.
We do love olive oil. We're olive oil consumers. That's a fact. And here's the thing. That olive oil that is at Costco, their organic olive oil, has been found to be one of the best olive oils in the world. Who would have thought it, right? What, Kirkland brand? Is that what they have? Kirkland brand olive oil is
organic.
One of the, yeah, organic, and it's organic. And I think we pay, what do we pay? Do you even know?
Gosh.
I want to say it's less than 20 bucks. Yeah, less than $20. So it's less than half the price. And it's one of the best olive oils in the world. So when you're doing your store, and I've seen this over and over again, oh my God, it drives me crazy. People will get something like Oberlo or Dropified, and they will import hundreds and hundreds of products in their store. And their rationale is that if they have a whole bunch of products, they'll sell a whole lot more. And look at this. Check this out. You're not Walmart, okay? You're not Walmart. You're not going to be Walmart. So don't try to be Walmart. What you want to try to do is be a Costco, right? Because a Costco says, hey, we don't have 150,000 items. We just got 4,000 of the best items. And I know I bought a Blendtec blender there. And oh my God, the thing's amazing. You can literally put a cell phone in it and it will grind it to dust. I mean, it's just an amazing blender. I know it's going to last me, forever. And it wasn't cheap. It wasn't a $20 blender. But the point is, it's a great blender. I was really happy with it. And it was a great deal on that particular blender. So when you're picking these products, guys, I want you to really, really put thought into the product, not the volume of products that you have on your site. You would do so much better to have 10 items on your site that had great descriptions, that were the best products, that had incredible pricing, than to have 100 items that were mediocre. It's just not going to do you any good. So don't sit there and say, well, it's easy to upload from, Oberlo. I can upload, 200 products in an hour. You can, but it's not going to do you any good. It's just not going to matter, okay? You're trying to be Walmart, and you're not going to be Walmart. So don't try to do that. All right. So what happens if you pick the wrong products? Well, first off, they convert terribly, okay? So if they convert terribly, and if you only get like one sale out of every 600 clicks, you're going to lose money on ads. You're not going to be able to run ads to these products because they just don't sell fast enough. They're not in high demand. They're not hot. And I'm going to talk a little bit later in this training about how to find the hot products. But just keep in mind, you don't want volume of products. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for really cool stuff, really amazing stuff, stuff that has high conversion rates. That's what you want, okay? Now, also, check this out. You do not want risky items. If you've got risky items, you've got a chance of getting your account shut down. And that means your merchant account. So if your merchant account is shut down, you're in trouble. Or what's worse, I don't know if it's worse, they're both bad, but you can also have your Facebook ads account shut down. So if you have your Facebook ads account shut down, guess what? You can't run ads. Or what's worse is, let's say you were running a ton of ads and you got tons of traffic and you sold tons of products and your pixel was hot at this point. It knew where to look for buyers and then you lost it. Why would you do that? Okay, so what we want to do is prevent that from happening. So I'm going to go over some of these products in just a minute to show you what not to pick. And hey, here's something cool. I want you to try to figure it out before I tell you, okay? So I'll give you a second or two and you try to figure out what's wrong with some of these products when I show them to you. Okay, so when you sell a product, you want it to be unique. Now check this out. This is a mug with a cat on it, and it looks pretty darn cool. And it's unique. I mean, this is not something you're going to find in your local grocery store, or Walmart, or Kmart, or any of those places, right? So the first thing we want to do when we're having these initial products, and these are ones that you're first running your ad to, your cold traffic, is they've got to have a low price, guys. You cannot start off with a product that's going to be 20, 30, 40 bucks your cost and try to sell it for 50 or $100. People are not going to hand over that kind of money to you in the very beginning. It's not going to happen. Don't try to do it. So just don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay. The next thing you want to look for is e-packet. Okay. Now, e-packet is a discounted amount that you can ship an item from China to the United States. Okay. E-packet is designed for the United States. It's also a very quick processing. It's usually 12 to 20 days. I know that's longer than some of them. But as long as you let your customers know, that's the number one thing I hear is, oh my God, the shipping's so long. Well, as long as you let your customers know, they don't have a problem with it. It's when you don't tell them stuff that you have a problem. Simple. You just say, hey, this item is in high demand. Shipping time is, 15 to 25 days or whatever you want to put on it. Now, if you notice, this item also has a 3-day processing, which is not bad. And the e-packet is $1.67. That's pretty darn cheap to get an item from China to your customer. Next thing, we want to have a short processing time, which I just mentioned, and you can see that on here. It's only 3 days. We want to have lots of reviews. If you don't have lots of reviews, and take notes right now because you're going to be quizzed on this in just a second, the rest of the training. But if you don't have a lot of reviews, then you don't really know much about the product. Now, this one here's got 266 reviews, 542 orders. And that's the next thing. You want to have a lot of orders because you want to know that this process is going smoothly with whatever seller here. And if you notice, this one here is 5 stars. And it's got to be unique, which I mentioned in the beginning. This is not, the little tail for the pickup on the pick. I can't think of the word. The handle. It's called a handle. Yeah, some really technical knowledge here. The handle is made of the cat's tail, which is kind of cool. And it's got this cat on here. Jessica, you're a cat lover. Would you like a mug like this? Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Something different. And it represents. People love to represent what they like. And it's difficult to find, which I've mentioned over and over and over again. Okay, so you got that? Do you see what we're looking for in these products? Does that make sense to you? Cool. So let's look at this product. This is a product that you should not sell. Why should you not sell it? I'm going to let you think about this for just a second. Check it out. Why should you not sell this product? It looks kind of cool. I don't know. What's wrong with the product? Here it is. Almost zero reviews, okay? And if you want to take this further, it doesn't have many orders either, okay? So we don't know much about this product, and I don't care how cool it is. I'm not going to risk running an ad and upsetting a customer when I only got 3 reviews on the product. Just not going to do it. So because of this, very few reviews, this product is a failure. I'm not going to. And Jessica just brought up the processing time. So the processing time is also 10 days on here, which is horrendous, okay? Because when you add 10 days to the 12 or 20 days, these people are going to see this product for a month. So we don't want to sell this product. Here's the next one. Why should we not sell this product? Why should we not sell it? Give you a second to think about this. Think of all the things that I taught you in the beginning of this training. Why should you not sell this product? Did I even tell you about this? What's wrong with this product? You can put your comments in there if you want. Somebody's saying the price is too high. Somebody else is figuring it out. They put trademark in there. They put licensing in there. Bingo. Here's the problem. This is a trademark violation. Anytime that you see a product that has a brand on it, it's going to sell like crazy. It's going to do really, really well. The problem is the guys that own the trademark for Batman are going to come after you and put you out of business. So do not, I repeat, do not do that. If you have one of these trademarks like that, if you know that it's a license type thing, you can almost be assured that they're going to get shut down, that you're going to get caught. And think about this. They get shut down, but you got 600 orders waiting. Now what do you do? Huh? What do you do about that? That sounds like you're going to lose your merchant account. We don't want that to happen. This one here is a little bit more difficult. Why should you not sell this hat? This is a Beckham winter beret knitted hat. Why should you not sell it? Why would you not want to sell this hat? Give you a second to think about that. See what your input is. What is your input on this? Why would you not sell it? See, people are stumped on this one. They don't know why you shouldn't sell this. I'm going to tell you why. What's wrong with this product? Here it is. Ready? It's boring, right? I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, you could buy this hat anywhere, anywhere. You put this hat on a Facebook ad and people are going to go, that's just a hat. There's nothing special about this hat whatsoever. I don't care that it's got a lot of reviews. I don't care that it's got a lot of orders. I don't care that it's got free shipping. It's boring. And if you sell boring products, you're going to have boring sales and boring conversions, and you're not going to make money. Simple. Make sense? Cool.
And to me, it might also be risky to use a likeness of someone popular like David Beckham.
Yeah, that could be another problem. Yeah.
In an ad on Facebook when you don't have permission to use their likeness.
Right. Another problem is that if it looks like a celebrity or star and you don't have that permission, it's kind of like them endorsing the product.
Yeah.
And if you have that endorsement or, you know, implied endorsement, you could get in trouble for that too. Now, this one here should be pretty easy. There's two products. One you should sell, one you should not sell. I try to make these painfully easy. And you just decide why you shouldn't sell one of these. I'm getting low reviews as one of the reasons. All right, so I'm gonna point out a lot of things going on here with this one. There's a lot of stuff happening here. First off, this has no e-packet. Bottom line, if it doesn't have e-packet, right? And David got it. I see David down there. Good job, David. I see Neelan got it. If it doesn't have e-packet, just scratch it off your list. I don't care that it's popular. I don't care that it's cool. I don't care. If it doesn't have e-packet, there's too many other products you can sell. Don't try to force it. Don't say, well, what if I hurried it up? Or what if I paid a little bit more for it? No, there's too many good products. Do not try to bend the rules. Don't do it. Now, what else can we look at on here? Well, first off, your cost is $16.99 for a frigging mug. I don't know what you're going to sell it for, you know, 30, 40 bucks for a mug. I don't think that's going to happen. Additionally, there's only 2 reviews, and one of them must be bad because you only got 4 stars, and there's only 3 orders. So every single thing points to do not sell that one on the right there. Every single one. The one on the left's not great, I got to tell you, because the shipping alone is $7.83, which is exorbitant. But you definitely don't want to sell the one on the right. So you guys are doing good. You're figuring this stuff out. That's good. Okay, so we've got that one figured out. We're going to say no e-packet on that one. That's what we're going to use. Okay, here's another one. I want you to tell me why you should not sell this corkscrew. Why would you not want to sell this corkscrew? What's the reason for that? Okay, look at it. Make a decision. You know, it looks like there's a lot of good things. You got free e-packet here. What's wrong with this product? Got a lot of reviews. They're all 5-star. Gosh, you got 1,442 orders. Now, this one here is not quite as obvious, but here's what the problem is. It has bad photos. And what I mean by that is that doesn't demonstrate anything. It just looks like a picture of a thing, corkscrew. Now, let me show you what this corkscrew actually does. And when you see that, you're going to go, oh, okay. So here's what the corkscrew actually does right here. If you see this guy right here, he is actually taking out the corkscrew, and it's actually pretty darn cool, you know, and it's a cool little video here. Something like this would help sell it. Problem is this video I found on this corkscrew here is not in English. So, you know, you got this stuff going on in the beginning here. You've got another language on the screen. If you're trying to sell this in the US, that's not going to play well. So just for images alone, I wouldn't sell it. If you wanted to sell this thing, you would need to order it, you would need to do a video of it, and then you would maybe have a chance to do it. But, just those images, and, I got to tell you, videos don't do as well as you think they do. I know we've all been told, videos are so hot, and they're great, and they're wonderful, and they're amazing, and all this stuff. But I want to share a couple things with you. How about this? A lawsuit alleges Facebook duped advertisers, publishers with inflated video stats. How inflated were they? 10%? 20%? What would you guess? What would you guess that they inflated the video views for advertisers? Now, keep in mind, why would they do that? Well, if they tell you that the video views are, at a certain percentage, or 10,000 people viewed it at 50%, they can then charge you more money for that ad. How much did they inflate it? This is what this lawsuit is alleging. Quote, they reported views of 150 to 900% more than what they received. Come on, guys. That is insane. And I've noticed myself when I ran ads, I would do a video ad, I would do a still image ad, and the still image ad was doing better, so I would kill the video ad, even though Facebook kept telling me that lots of people were watching my video. It's doing great. Well, here's the fact. They weren't. So I don't know, on YouTube, people go to YouTube to watch videos. They don't go to Facebook to watch videos. Some people do in some niches, and I know I'm going to have people say, well, yeah, this one niche, people always are like, okay. But for the most part, people aren't watching this stuff. So most people are interacting with Facebook on a scroll basis. They're scrolling by all this stuff. So if you don't have a picture that's going to stop them, you're not going to do well. It's not going to work. Imagine putting that hat picture in a scroll. Who in the heck's going to stop on that? They're just not going to do it. Okay. So what I want to do is kind of show you how I found some products. Now, right here is Facebook, and I typed in skull, and make sure you've got all these things checked right. You've got anyone and you've got anywhere. You want to have any date. That way you grab all these things. And I typed in skull because I know this is actually a hot niche. And I found skull here. And then what I did is I went up to the group area so I could find groups. And then I looked to see how many groups there were. Oh, well, my God, there were thousands of groups, okay? And with thousands of people in it, 4,000, 12,000, 21,000. Tons of people like skulls. This is a hot niche. Now, I know one of you is going to pick up on this and want to try to start selling skull stuff, but it really is a hot niche. I don't understand the niche. I don't understand why people are so into skulls, but they are, and that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I like. So, I clicked on a couple of these here, and I looked at them to see what's going on and what's in some of these niches, what they're posting in here. You can also go to their page, and you can look at what ads they're running. So I just went to the groups here. I didn't go to the pages, but you can also go to pages and do that. But I mean, there's just tons of them, and you can click on them. You can see what they're posting in there. You can see, what products they're posting, what ideas they're posting. This one here has 37,000 members. Is that insane? And this just has to do with skulls, just regular old skulls. But they know that it's a hot item. So if we figure all this out, you can click here and get more information in the group, find out what's going on there if you wanted to. So that's the skull niche. So if I decided I wanted to sell in that particular niche, here's another group right here. Okay, this is kind of cool. They got a cool looking car here. And look at all the members. They're crazy, right? It's just crazy, 12,000 members in that particular group. So I went to AliExpress, I typed in skull, and I started looking through here. And there's all kinds of stuff on skulls. Look at this one here, 144 reviews, 360 some odd orders. There's just all kinds of really cool stuff you could sell to the skull people, the skull niche. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's amazing how many products are in here and how many different things. You can add it right here. You can see with Oberlo right to your store, of course. I'm logged into Oberlo, so that's why I can do that. It also helps me to see the e-packet and no e-packet right there. So there's one I don't want, even though it's cool, even though it's got a few sales. We don't want to do the ones. Now we can also click here and sort this by orders, so I can see the most popular ones, and I can pick from there. And it looks like the basic skull is pretty hot. A lot of people are buying basic skulls. Here's one here you can look at. Got a few more down here. all kinds of designs, all kinds of shapes, all kinds of sizes. There's a cool looking mug over there, and the little things called handles are made with part of the skull, bones, right? And I see a no E packet there. We're going to stay away from that one, no matter how cool it looks. Look at one of the inside of one of these here and kind of see. This one here has got a bunch of reviews, a bunch of orders, and we can actually click on these reviews. This is going to take us. I like this one here because of the pictures. The pictures actually look real. But if you scroll through here, let's see here. You can also see other related items. This will help you find other items. I can click on the reviews and actually look at some of these reviews. I can see what people had to say about it. I can look and see what country they even bought from. Let me click here. Look at this. It shows all these different reviews in here. What country? It has a little flag there, and it shows what country bought. It looks like Italy there. You got some Russia, you got USA. It's always a good idea to see ones from your country in there to make sure there's no issues there. That way get shipped to your country. But I love the pictures on this one because they've actually done more than stock photos, which may have helped them sell this item. You could actually use those. I could look on the orders right here and see what people had to say about the orders. Were they happy with the orders? Once again, I got some more related products down there. I click on all these orders. Oh, look at all these pictures they got. It's pretty amazing. I mean, they've really supplied some cool stuff. These are not stock factory pictures. Somebody spent some time doing this. They've got all their detailed information here about this particular product, so I can grab that information. I mean, they've put some work in this listing, and it's obviously paid off. And then they followed through, with delivering it on time and doing all the right things they should do. So if you go into AliExpress with this, thing in mind that you're looking for a good product that's hot, that's got good reviews, that's got good pictures, that has a good vendor, you're going to do well. Okay, then it's not that hard to pick a product. Too often we just go off and say, well, I wonder what I think is cool. It doesn't matter what you think is cool. What you want to do is you want to look at the data in the market. The market will tell you what to do. I mean, we make this way too hard. I mean, if you think back in the beginning of this training where I talked about the logos, I mean, look at Walmart and Costco. I mean, how much thought did they put into those logos? But you know what? They work. It's simple. Simple, clean, and easy is the way to go. Not all this cluttered stuff. Okay, so we are down to Q&A, Jessica. And Jessica's got some questions waiting over there. I'm going to let you guys put some questions in too about these products. Because, a lot of people think, well, this has got to be so difficult. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be. Okay, Mark's saying that he's been way overthinking this process. He's been trying to find the coolest product around instead of just looking at what other people think is cool. That's true. Just, what other people are already buying, what other people are already clicking on, what other people are already selling. It's really, really that easy. It does not take a brain surgeon to do this. Proof is that I sell products online. I'm not a brain surgeon, okay? What else? All right, so we're going to entertain some of your questions. Neelan says he's been putting too much thought into this also. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't take that much effort to figure this stuff out, okay? And Neelan's saying he's putting too many products in the store. Yes, that is one of the biggest mistakes I see is people just way putting too many products in their store. And if nothing else, it becomes really confusing because they don't know what your niche is. It's just so simple to have a niche with just basic products where they go there and everything's related to that niche, and it's a whole lot easier. And I know we start off with a mixed store, but once we get a product that sells, let's build our niche. Jessica, do you have a couple questions over there for me? She is looking through that as I look over at her now, and she's perusing only the best questions. So, guys, you only want to ask really great questions. And of course, I'm kidding about that. All your questions are great. Doesn't matter what the question is.
Well, I actually wanted to have you kind of talk a little bit more about what you were talking about at the beginning of the webinar with them not wanting to be Walmart because they do have so many products, and that model obviously doesn't work online because they're not doing that great online. That's why they bought Jet.com. And so those ads have gone away for Jet.com, and now what has happened? I mean, they're not doing great
Yeah, she's making a really good point, guys. You know, not only are you not Walmart, and you probably will never be Walmart. No, I'm sorry, I don't want to, burst your bubble. Just want to rein you in a little bit. But you can't do that. You can't be everything to everybody. That's not your goal as a retailer online. Your goal is to be a supplier to a niche. Okay, and you can have a whole lot of different niches, but Walmart's model. Walmart didn't even start like Walmart. Walmart started off as a Dollar General type store that Sam Walton started, and he did something really different from everybody else. You know what he did? He took some of his products and put them out on the sidewalk instead of leaving them all in the store so people could see them. And they drove by and they're like, look, there's products on the sidewalk. It must be a sale. It must be a good deal. And he got in all kinds of trouble with the home office because he owned a franchise at the time. You can read his book. It's really pretty interesting. It's all in there. But that's how he actually built up his store. And then he started his own store. And, he had a theory, stack them high and they will buy. And that's, Walmart still does that. As you walk down the aisles, you'll see a bunch of stuff stacked up really tall and a sign on it. So you assume it's a great deal. But that model doesn't work online. You can't stack stuff high and you can't put stuff on the sidewalk. So since you can't do those things, don't try to be Walmart. It's just not going to work for you. Not going to happen. So Jessica's really right about that. And I got getting more questions in here now. Okay, somebody's saying, how do they build traffic to their store? Little off, Inez. Okay, so Inez, little off topic. However, traffic is important and it's going to come in a lot of different ways. But the simplest way is to run an ad to a hot product. That's it. And how do you find a hot product? You find a hot product by somebody else selling a product like that, and you do something similar to what they're doing. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get the knack of this, and you're going to be able to find your own products. So that's the simplest way is to buy traffic. There's plenty of traffic out there. People say there's not enough traffic. There's billions of people. You just got to get them directed towards your site.
Yeah, and all the updates that Facebook has made to the privacy on in advertising is really helpful to other advertisers because you can literally find an ad and go to the page and look exactly at the ad. I mean, it's so much more transparent. You're not like, oh, I wonder what they're doing and I wonder how to copy this. It's right there.
Yeah, that's a really good point, guys. You just have to find the page that is doing an ad. So if you see ads in your news feed, this is a little trick you can do. You can actually click the little three dots in the top right, and you can save that ad, and you can go back to it later and find the person's page. And once you find their page, you can look at what other ads they're running at that time, as long as you know their page. If you don't know their page, then you can't do that. So that's why I say if you see ads that are running and you see they got a lot of likes and shares and stuff like that. Now, how do you see ads? Well, you go into your niche and you start clicking on stuff that has to do with your niche. So maybe you join a group on skulls. Okay, we'll pick skulls for a second. If you join 10 groups on skulls, I promise you're going to all of a sudden see ads that have to do with skulls. It's just going to happen because that's how Facebook works. So if you want to see ads in a particular niche, join groups, like their pages, go around and like a whole bunch of pages that have a lot of traffic on them, and you'll start seeing ads. Once you see the ads, you'll see the ones with a lot of traffic. You go back to their page, you can see all their ads, boom, you crack the code. It's really that simple. But if you don't know it, you don't know it, right?
Yeah. So I actually had answered this question for Andrea, but she was asking what's the best tip that you have for choosing products on AliExpress once you found one that works and scaling it. And I told her I think as far as the product is concerned, to actually purchase the product from AliExpress and make your own photos and videos so that they are unique to you, to your ad, and you get to see the product and you get to present the product in a way that's different from everybody else online. So what do you think?
She's waiting for me to answer. She's just staring at me. Goes, your turn to talk.
Your turn.
No dead air. Yeah, that's very true, actually, guys. People say, well, how do I make myself unique? Here's how you do it. Make yourself unique. Just do something. Anything you do that's yours is going to be unique. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to copy somebody else. A lot of times, like I saw a video today and I'm like, dang, I want to make a video like that. And I'm going to, but it's going to be my video. It's not going to be exactly what that person did. If they're at a train station in an airplane, I'm not going to be at a train station, airplane. I'm going to be by the water or at a supermarket or whatever. You know, make it uniquely yours. If you make it uniquely yours, you will stand out. But you won't stand out if you copy everybody else. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to find out what is popular. Jessica, we're running long on time here. I've got time for probably one or two more questions. Do you have any over there that you could shoot my way? She's looking right now. I'm going to look through right now, guys, too. So this is your opportunity. Pop your questions in there. And I've got a bunch in there now, but I want to select a really super good one. So if I read off your question, look at that. I thought it was really super good. Now, actually, I try to read off the ones that are going to help more people out. So, you know, that's what we're trying to do. Somebody is asking about pricing and how to price it. You know, I like to like 3 or 4 times the price. With that having been said, I don't do that with everything. But my whole goal is just to cover the cost of the ad. If you can cover the cost of the ad and you gain the customer on your list and they get spent money, they're going to spend more money with you on down the road. They just doggone it, will spend more money with you on down the road.
One question I think will be really easy for you to answer. What's the difference in Alibaba and AliExpress, and when do you buy from one or the other?
Okay, Mark is asking, what is the difference between AliExpress and Alibaba? And the difference is price. Alibaba's a little bit cheaper. And the difference is AliExpress ships to your customer, Alibaba ships to you. Now, AliExpress, you can buy one item at a time, ship it to your customers, you're done with it. Alibaba, you have to buy in bulk, ship it to you or your warehouse, and then you have to ship it out to your customer or your warehouse does. Excuse me. And there's a lot of the warehouses that will do drop shipping for you, so that's an easy find, really. But the business model is to find something on AliExpress that's working for you. And once you see a little bit of volume, you know, enough volume, 50 or 100, a couple hundred of that item, then you want to move over to Alibaba. You want to buy that in bulk. If you want to do so, you know, you don't ever have to do this business model. Some people always stick with AliExpress. And then you can ship it out at a lower cost to your customer if you want to really buy into that particular product. So guys, I'm going to end it with that. It's been a great session today. We've got a few things to go to this afternoon, so we got to be prepared for that. But I really appreciate everybody showing up. If you missed any of this, wait, should I tell them if they missed it, they should look in the group? I probably shouldn't tell them that, because if they missed it, they wouldn't hear me saying that, would they? That would be weird, right? Okay, so, all right, for those of you who watch this later on, we do post these in the group, so you can catch them there. I appreciate your time. We're going to head off to lunch, and I see people leaving, and I'm going to leave too. I will talk to you real soon.